Good morning, good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We are doing our Crown Jewel Journal. The world is your oyster. Put on a crown. Let's get started.
Good morning, good morning. This is the day of me redeeming myself. Oh. If you did not watch yesterday's video, I made a terrible judgment of what I could do. But in the end, in my defense, I don't hate it. It's not... anyhow, it is what it is. So, I played a little bit in here already.
I do not notice it yet, but I will notice it in a little bit that my camera shows half my closet shelf, which is where my craft room is here at the beach, is in a huge walk-in closet. So, I do 2 pages today, spoiler, but after I finish redeeming myself, I need to redeem myself again. So I did 2. And the thought process for this first one was to do a green grid. The painting of Basquiat's has this big grid in the background. And I kind of like that. That grid right there. And it's blue and green. I thought it was all green, but now looking at it, it's blue and green. So, and I wanted to pick out a crown, and then I need to add my oyster somehow, some way. And so I go about doing that. Is it as wild as yesterday's? No, but just hold your water. Hold your water, as we say in the South. I'm not finished because I don't notice that my shelf in my closet is in this until I finish this one. So I know it's just pitiful, and I dried stuff along the way. I'm not even cutting that out because I'm doing a voiceover. But now you see how I dry things. I think if it's not getting paint on my hands, I'm good to go. It was nice, and I got all my elements in it. And it's a much calmer Basquiat also, but I don't like it. So thank you, Closet Shelf, for getting in the way. I don't like it, maybe because it's too, it looks like it's too planned out. I decided to use Amy Tangerine pages, and lo and behold, she had some that had green grids and some that had blue grids. So I picked out those colors again and stuck with them and decided to make 3 oyster families, or whatever I want to call these. And I'm going to make my oysters on the blue grid and put them on top of the green paper, which some of it has green grid. In the background is my other green and blue grid. And in hindsight, talking about it, I like the way it sounds. But the execution, I don't know if it's because I ripped everything and maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. In other words, I don't know if it's the combination of torn lines, grid lines, cut lines. Maybe my oyster shells aren't cooked all the way. I don't know. I don't know. I didn't feel the love like I did after I messed up yesterday's and redeemed myself. Some say I didn't redeem myself. But I'm sitting here contemplating, thinking, okay, so far it's not sparking anything. It has to spark joy, right? It doesn't spark any joy. I like it all, but it's not sparking anything. So then I decided to maybe draw some organic oyster shells and just have parts of those lines laying in the background, maybe, thinking that would help me. And then some of my shells have, because of the way I was holding the marker, I have a little bit of a layer to them, a little bit. And then I'm like, it's not sparking joy. It's not sparking joy. So I go back to the grid. What am I missing? Then I decided that mustardy yellow color maybe is something I could bring in. And I do have that Taylor's chalk thing. And I do use that a lot in places, and I like it. So I'm like, okay, we'll do that. That's going to be represent our mustardy yellow color. it's still not sparking joy. It's okay, but it's not sparking joy. I just don't know. So then I decided to use stitches, which is a technique I did earlier in this journal, to blend, to connect my papers. And I'm like, okay, I like that a little more. I like it. I'm liking it better. I put teeny tiny little crowns in 2 places. Actually 3, I guess. I like that a little better. And it's doable now. It's doable. And I wouldn't have done another page, except that close to this stage is where I see that I have half of the closet shelf in my camera view. So I'm like, okay, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. Then I added a little tiny bit of gold spots. And then I took in some more Stabilo, not Stabilo, Neocolor 2s, and kind of accented some of the lines. And I'm getting there. I'm liking it much better. And it was about this point that I realized that the stupid camera was in the way of the shelf. And otherwise, I would not have done another page. And I was just kind of figuring out what I was going to do tomorrow. And that's when I found that the camera was in the way, or close to this. And I'm looking through and seeing the picture for tomorrow.
This one is 79. Do you see a crown in a box? Oh yeah, this. Way over in the corner. I think I have my shelf in most of the film. This one has a lot of green, a lot of black, but the only thing I want to do is this red crown. Kind of looks like a McDonald's label. Huh. I do like this too, though. This black box divided and then crowns on top. What did he call this? Zydeco? Whatever this word is here, that's what he called it. There's a lot of appliances on here. I don't know. Okay. Some of these are hard because, I mean, I don't pretend to be a graffiti artist, or I don't pretend to be an out there artist, but I do think we can learn from everybody a little bit of something, something. And that's what I'm trying to do. And some days I'm successful and some days I'm not. Well, if the camera thing was showing that shelf, I'm sorry. But I can't redo these. If I make a mistake, I really can't redo them. Unless I do. You know what? I am going to do another one. This one will be with the right camera angle. And we're going to do 2 today. Oh dear. I don't have the right kind of paper for any of this. But did it have a black background or a green background? Dark green and white and black. Oh, I love the aliens. I love the aliens. Oh, we're going to have aliens, crowns, and this. So I do need a lot of black and some red. Okay. Okay. All right, where's my little credit card scrapers? Well, I could use this guy. Okay. We're going to have chunks of both. Oops, hold on a sec. This might not be big enough. this is. Okay, hold on. Let's just use this. Okay. All right, I don't have nearly as much control over this guy, which probably is a good thing, but I might use paint. I don't know. Oh dear. Okay, that's not going to work. This is too transparent of a red. Ugh! How do I get myself into these messes? Don't answer. All right, we're gonna cut this. I think I'm gonna add another. Needs to be a little darker. And this is just cheap paint, so a better quality paint would probably be better, but. Okay. I'm happy with what I have achieved there. All right. Now we need, okay, I'm going to cut. Oh, we've got to make those aliens. All right, that's going to be yellow with a crown in it. Yellow. Then we're going to draw aliens here. And maybe a black grid here. I don't know. Paintbrush. He might have been, you know, this is not gospel here. This is me speculating. I wonder if because he ate a lot of McDonald's, he saw a lot of that stuff. A lot of those colors. A lot. I would imagine a drug addict in the 70s and 80s in New York City, a lot on the street, would eat McDonald's. I guess I'm stereotyping, possibly, probably. But it kind of looks like ketchup and mustard. And a McDonald's logo. Okay, we're gonna, this all needs to dry really well. Okay, we're pretty dry here. Not completely. I kind of like the way it's getting really crinkly and crusty. Believe it or not, I do like that. Where's my black marker? There it is. All right, I've got this. Now, instead of making the aliens, I'm going to turn those into oysters because I still need to have an oyster element here. Okay, that actually needs to go over this little bit of yellow that I got in there. Okay, that's good. I might not have a grid here. Oh, I'm going to put the oysters in a grid. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so my grid's going to be a little bigger. This is a chalk paint, chalk-tastic stick, but this is one of the best ones for me. I don't have good luck with Poscas. I don't have good luck with Uniball. Okay, now, can we draw tiny little oysters? Sure. Right? There. Squint your eyes and cross your fingers, and then they start looking like oysters. Oysters are not. I love that. I love that. The messy yellow, the messy red, the black, the white, the actual messy line of the white. Don't hate that. Okay, now, I think I should have been a graffiti artist. Started out as a graffiti artist. I'm taking this and drawing a line on it of white. And then I'm going to try to glue it down. Oh my, it is an absolute mess. This seam and the grunge here, but I love it. Why? I can't explain it. I don't love it, but it reminds me of Basquiat. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I don't want to actually replicate, but I want to have hints of reminders. And I believe this one is going to strike all those buttons. Get all this stuff out of the way. Oh my gosh. I actually really, when it dries a little bit more, I'm going to glue everything down a little bit better. I love this. I know y'all think I'm on LSD. I'm really not. Don't even know where to get it. Don't even know if do they still have LSD? I don't know. There's stuff more powerful now, I guess. But I like that. We did 2 in one day. We didn't put any green on it, but that's okay. We did the red, the white, and the black, and a little bit of yellow. Maybe my oysters need eyeballs. His are skulls. Mine are oysters that can see, right? Oh dear. Now they kind of look like skulls. Okay, that really looks like it now. And I'm going to put a little tiny ground right here. Don't tell anybody. Yes. I love this. It is wacko. I'm not on LSD, I promise you. I'm high on, can't even say I'm high on life because I'm not really high on life right now. I'm high on the life I used to have, that we all used to have in the United States. Okay, I like it. It's weird. Maybe I like ketchup and mustard. We had halibut last night that I made ketchup and mustard, like a tartar sauce. I don't know. I just like it.
Thanks for watching. As always, both both pieces today. And hopefully tomorrow I can redeem myself. I don't think I did today. Thanks for watching, as always. Bye.